Hey, what's up, y'all? How's everybody doing? Okay, I got just a few things here I was going to share with you today. Um, First of all, we're going to look at this chemtrail plane. I know I'm calling it a plane. There is no plane to be seen, but for the sake of argument, we'll just call it a plane on this particular video. The what some call a shadow, which I've had issues with because I just couldn't see this as, you know what I mean? It's like it to me is something else leaving this dark trail or track. Um, so this is the first time I've seen this happen. Okay, I've seen others showing this phenomenon where the chemtrail plane and then there's a dark track, and it'll be out in front of the plane. You know what I mean? It's like it's tracking it, following it, and it's this one's a little different because, and I'm sure somebody's filmed this before, but this is the first time I've seen it, where the plane diverges from the dark track, which I never believed this was a shadow, just from what I've seen. And now this kind of confirms that. Now, I don't know what's going on here, and I've always wondered, and is this something bleeding through? Or is this the tracks that Demon Hunters talks about? Black goo? I mean, I don't have the time to research it. So, I mean, maybe Demon Hunters will weigh in on this one because I'm pretty sure he's got more insight on what's going on here than I do. Everybody's got their niches. I film stuff, I show it, and I describe what I'm seeing. I don't have a lot of time to do research, so I leave the analyzation up to the ones that do put the time in for that. So I listen to everybody's take on these things, but I've never really heard anybody talk about what this is other than people saying it was a shadow, which I never bought that. I always thought, no, that thing is way out in front of that plane. That couldn't, how could that be a shadow? And of course, where the sun's at and everything, the shadow wouldn't be above, it would be below. So it's just like the black track is something else. So, something I catch myself doing, I'm wondering if you guys, yeah, you probably have done it, is like when these bigger channels are showing the, Mars, the CGI, NASA composite artist rendered images, beautiful, images. I mean, um, and the mainstream loves it. Google, YouTube, that's the kind of stuff they love because the sheep will eat it up. But I find myself when I'm watching them, and I'm like, they're saying, "Oh, what is this plume coming off?" And I'm like, "It's CGI." I'm telling the TV, and then of course Jupiter, they'll be showing that one and stuff, and the big storm, what did he call it? The big red spot or something. It's like, hey, it's CGI, but and you can obviously tell by looking at it that it's a CGI artist rendered image, but yet they talk like it's like, you know what I mean? And I just can't help it. I got that little voice. It's wanting to tell them, hey, it's CGI, come on. That's the way it is. The mainstream eat it up. The sheeple, they eat it up. Google, that's what they will promote. So if I wanted to grow a channel big, I would certainly be putting that kind of stuff out there. But that's not even. I try to keep it real and always will. Oh, and the latest is the China landing this thing supposedly on the dark side of the moon. I mean, have you guys seen this? Come on now. Come on. And people are showing this, and it's fine. I mean, I don't have any issue with it. The bigger channels I'm talking about. And of course, they show it because they know the mainstream eats it up, and it helps them get clicks and views and subscribers and all of that. But if you have eyes to see, come on now. You can look at that and tell it's totally CGI. Look at what I'm recording right here. Come look through this window right here. Look straight up there. See that V-shaped thing? Straight up here, Mom. Straight that way.
Let me get over there. I can't see here. Move over.
Um,
Get your foot in there.
it's right. Well, you can see it. It's right here. Don't move the camera. Right there. See it up there? It's a V-shaped thing.
Right
Right
there?
there. Yeah, right there.
Right there.
Right there. Here, look.
Right there, there.
Yeah,
right
that thing. It's a
Yeah,
yeah,
that.
yeah. I don't know what
Yeah.
that is. I got
Oh
it.
no,
Look, right on. It's on my camera there. Unless we moved it.
no, it ain't nothing on the camera. But
Let me have my camera.
I see what you're talking about, though.
Yeah, that's weird. Let's see. Yeah, here it is on my camera. Yeah, that's so weird. What is that?
Oh no.
They've been spraying out here all day. I caught some interesting footage earlier. Anyway, that's all. I just wanted you to see that because that is really strange. It looks like something's cloaked up there, like a cloaked V-shaped craft. Can you still see it?
Yeah, I can still see it. Yeah.
See what else we got going on up here.
Lights. Size.
Okay, this thing with the sun, I'm showing it again because a lot of buzz around lately the sun, and this is one of the more interesting captures, so I'm going to show it again. It's just briefly. I wanted to show this because this is like, okay, what we're looking at here, to me, I mean, I don't know, but it looks like a portal opens up briefly and something comes out of it. That's what it looks like if you're going to believe your eyes. And it was like one frame, maybe two frames. I think it was just one frame. So it was like opened and closed, and when it opened, something appeared to come out of it. And if you look at it, it's like, how in the world could that be a camera anomaly? Because I know cameras can play tricks, but this is not one of the type of things that cameras, it's not a lens flare, that's for sure. So what is it, I mean, it's a head scratcher. This, I wanted to point this out. Now, this video is on my other channel. If you want to see the whole thing, I'm just briefly going to touch on it here. Because over the last, I say, year, I've seen people calling these things planes, okay? And I mean, that's fine. But I didn't never see, you know what I mean? I never see a plane. For example, well, in most cases, these weird ones like this, these freaky ones, I followed this one all the way from the eastern sky all the way to the western sky. It was like a 3 or 4 minute track across, right? I followed it all the way, never took the camera off of it one time. And through that whole period, not once did I see a plane. I seen all kinds of freaky shapes and lights and flashing and everything, but never did I see a plane. And I tried every filter I could to try to pull this thing out. I embossed it, I inverted it. I mean, contrast, brightness. I couldn't get it. Even the find edges filter. None of these things would bring a plane out. I mean, at one point it kind of looks a little bit like a futuristic jet, but never. I mean, that's just for briefly. So I thought I'd show this and explain that because I hear people, still calling these things planes. Okay, my next video, I'm hoping it'll be the next one. My mom's going to join me. We're going to discuss some of these things that's been happening around here that are just unbelievably, a bit unsettling at times. We kind of gotten used to it, but we're gonna share some of this with you guys. And we debated on whether should we not, because there's going to be those that just think we're plumb nuts. But it should be interesting. I think you guys will find it interesting. Hopefully, it'll be within a week, somewhere. It all depends on when my mom feels like getting up and around and being on camera. So y'all be on the lookout for that. I think y'all find it. I don't know whether it's some kind of poltergeist, reality shift, Mandela effect, all mixed in one. I don't know. And of course the synchronicities. We've had a couple of just plumb nutty ones recently, and we're going to share that with you guys. Okay? It's not like the 11:11 stuff. This is like more bizarre. This is like, wait, what is? Wow, how, you know what I mean? You scratch your head stuff. But we're gonna go over these things that I think most people wouldn't be willing to even talk about, for fear of, woohoo, but we're going to share some of these things, and it's pretty crazy. Y'all just have to see it. If you want to be notified, just click the bell, and you should get a notification when that video's out. Hoping I'm going to get it out next. Again, depends, but within the week, I would pretty much think it'll be done. So that's it for now, y'all. I'll catch y'all next time. Y'all take care, okay?